somebody who's not trustworthy. I'm not going to come and play on this app to be somebody diabolical, and that's not who I am in real life, especially when you're not getting nothing from it. Like, you just creating a narrative or a perspective of you that people think that you really not like that in life.
Jill, that's
So
what you
I
missing,
said
honey.
it.
Oh, okay.
Jill,
So
that's
I
what
get
she
what
missing though. But watch me. That's what I want Cheryl and them to understand. Some individuals, whatever side of TikTok they may be on, they do make money off being somebody that they're not. So it is still a job for them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right, but again, that's not what I'm missing, because I'm not talking to the creators that you refer to
That's why I
that
said
is
we
playing a
may be missing.
character.
I'm speaking for everybody. I said we as a collective.
Okay, I thought you
okay.
said that's what you missing, because I didn't hear the
Mm-mm,
you. I started to.
mm-mm.
I thought you
It's
said
all
you.
good.
Okay.
Okay, now I know where we are in the conversation. Sorry, y'all, because I had, I was over here guarded and I had zoned out for just a second. But now I know where we at. Okay, so now I know what I came on the part where Drop Queen was saying.
I am Mariah.
And I think that there are 2 points being made, right? Because I do agree that when you on this app, just be your authentic self. Like, if you're not gonna cuss somebody out in public, because I probably would eventually get to that point, but I'm gonna dismiss it a few times, like I did when I was going live before. I did dismiss it a couple times, like how Slim's point, like you dismiss it, you dismiss it, you dismiss it, and then you blow up. I've definitely done that a few times. You get what I'm saying? Never anything too diabolical, but I done fucked up and did some wrong shit to people that did something to me first. You get what I'm saying? But then at the same time, I get what Drop is saying. She's saying it's like an outlet, but my thing to Drop is, I get it can be an outlet to people, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, this I just want to let loose or whatever. It's entertainment. It's fun a little bit to cuss people out, because I think I've heard you say that before. And to some people, that is fun until it gets to a certain point and it's not fun anymore. So I kind of understand where Drop is coming from. I understand where Shell is coming from, and I understand where Alex is coming from. But I also think that person, like what you're describing, Drop, a lot, a lot of these people, I don't think are playing characters. Because if you can put your morality to the side to do some of the diabolical things, that's just who you are deep down. You just
But I
haven't
wasn't
had the
talking
space
about
and
characters
opportunity to
though.
do it. Go
I
ahead,
mean,
Drop.
I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about. Let me clarify a couple of things, because I agree
Okay.
with what Slim said. I wasn't talking about anybody else but me. I'm not talking about anybody else on this app. I know
Okay.
what my life is and the level of stress that I live outside of this app. A lot of people don't have nonprofits that they raise their own money and do things with their own money to give that to their community. A lot of people are not doing that. A lot of people are not running a business, taking care of home. Cook. I work 9.5 hours a day and I still go home, make a cake, and cook a whole meal of oxtails, red beans and rice, cornbread, and sweet potatoes, baby. That's my life. I live a real life, and I don't do it high on drugs, and I don't
Can I
drink.
get a plate?
So if I say this is an outlet for me, this is an outlet for me. So I'm going back to what I said, and I agree with what Slim said. Before we would come on the app, we'll cuss each other out, be playful, have some banter, leave, and see each other in the street. Hey, how you doing, Sam? I'm good. See you on Diamonds Live in the morning. Go back to the live. We get into it, cuss each other out, and it's all good. And it's all good.
Talking about you,
See,
Hold on,
this
Drop
is
Shell.
what
Queen.
Hold on,
happened
Shell.
last
Let
time.
her
She
finish
doesn't
her
have to
thought, Shell,
interrupt
and then
me.
we'll have you respond directly
No,
after
no,
her.
no, no.
Talking about you,
See,
Hold
Drop
on,
this is
Shell.
Queen.
what
Hold on,
happened
Shell.
last time.
Let her
She
finish
doesn't
her
have to
thought, Shell,
interrupt
and then
me.
we'll have you respond directly
No,
after
no,
her.
no, no. I'm done. Cause
And then
see,
we'll have you respond directly
no,
after
no,
her.
no, no. I'm done. Cause see, this is what happened last time, and the person said, "Oh, Shell didn't say anything wrong. It's not her saying anything wrong. It's not her respecting other people. What other people have to say. Everybody else has been on mute. Everybody has had a people what other people have to say. Everybody else has been on mute. Everybody has had a time to speak, but I don't like that because I don't do that to you. But every time she's in a panel with me, she does that to me. Then she play the victim, and I don't like it.
Y'all be in
So you
panels
didn't miss
together?
anything. You just missing a.
Y'all be sorry, my bad. Y'all be in panels together? But
In
yeah.
many lives, we be in panels together. But again, I'm not playing the
Okay,
victim because
real quick though. I want y'all to all. I get it. Sometimes these conversations get directed, and a lot of us are guilty of doing a lot of things. So let's just don't interrupt each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
I
don't interrupt.
apologize. I will apologize,
Thank you,
Washington.
Sarah.
And maybe it's a lag because I do have my ear pods on, but I'm not playing no victim. I'm not pointing no fingers. Even when I said the comment about code switching, I never said drop. This is you or you would rather. I was asking a question and speaking generalizing the conversation and speaking openly on the panel. It was not personally to her.
All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate
I
your
was
comment.
talking about me, so how was it not personal? I said I'd come to here to, and I code switch, and she used my exact word of code switching and told me that if she code switch, she would switch to somebody better than somebody who does bad thing, curse people out, and go diabolical. So no way that you can make something general using the exact same words that I use specifically about me. But I'm gonna mute because I'll always be the victim, no matter how it looks. I'll always be the victim. They don't see what they do. They don't see what other people do.
But a lot of times people don't be
You
seeing.
can't. I'm sorry.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
No, I was gonna
Let
say.
hold on.
Oh,
Let Shell respond because I want y'all to talk to each other. I don't know. I can't tell Drop how to feel, and I can't tell Shell how to feel. Shell said what she said. She said it wasn't personal. Drop still feels like it's personal, y'all. Y'all in the comments. I don't know what the comments is doing, but that's how they both feel. And one thing that my good friend in the box said to me, and I have to stay true to that too, is that I can't tell nobody how to feel. So one person feels one way, other person feels another way. That's just it. It is what it is. And y'all are fair to agree with who y'all want to. What is Leola doing in the comments? She might be doing something we don't know. She said Fire Bullock probably already. All right, go ahead, Slim. I'm sorry, go ahead, Shell, and then we'll go to Slim.
What I was gonna say is that you can use somebody else's talking point and still have a general comment. That's just like what Alex did. She said we. She did not say you. She was talking about a general statement. I did not call Drop's name specifically or said you. I was making a comment and then I said if it was me, just like she said she's only speaking for her personal opinion, I'm only speaking from my personal perspective. It was not directed at her. But again, I can't change her mind. If that's what she thinks, she is more than welcome to have the entitlement to that opinion. But I can tell you what I meant. Now, what you take from it, that's on you. You can't make me have something different than what I mean.
All right, thank y'all for that. Okay, y'all both feel how y'all feel. Let's go to Slim real quick. Let's hear what he got to say, and then whoever else after that.
now I was just gonna just this one point where Drop was like, people, I'm lying on her about something. And when it comes to that whole, and I know she's talking about the cookie situation. Well, we all seen that shit from Manny Live. Now these last couple people that's been making these threats, I've been avidly saying, nah, that's not Drop. I don't think that Drop would do that. Drop, literally. I know how Drop play. Drop want to talk shit to you and play and have fun in her own way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see her as being somebody coming on here threatening people on a regular basis. And if you listen to the different voices, like you listen to the people, you know what I'm saying? I like don't like that. They don't sound like her.
Now,
That one in Manny Live, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, you gotta blame TikTok. We all heard what we heard, and that was that. But
well, here's
everything that, the couple of times that I've heard that voice again, I'm like, nah, that's not her.
But here's the problem with that, Slim, and we didn't get into the clip because I think you were in the live last night too. And here's the thing about the narratives, and here's the things about the facts, right? So we have facts. They were in a live. She was literally playing with Manny directly after. However, that same profile that came up in Manny's live is the same profile of the old cookie that Drop has been in boxes with talking at the same time. So that first theory doesn't even logically make sense. Actually, it's pretty stupid as fuck. Because and I say stupid as fuck because it's just dumb. Because if you have I was just playing in here acting like Cookie. Now, even though she may seem similar, there's a lot of people that could potentially sound similar. Now, you and I both know if she was in the box with the same Cookie that was in Manny's live prior to her coming up, talking at the same time, that's not possible because if you have two devices, it's going to give you feedback and interference. You're not going to be able to do that, right? And then the second caveat to that is so the original thing that was said was that this was dropped. But You get what I'm saying? But this lady has literally been talking at the same time as Cookie, even cammed up as Cookie was talking. So that throws number one of her being that original one out the window. Now, since we've already established that they're two different people, right? So what's the point of bringing up Drop in the first Cookie situation, even if you think that was her for the Manny live, right? Let's say Drop is the one from the Manny's live. But we know it's two different Cookies, right? And we've established that. So we saying that Drop not the one that threatened Miss Nitra. Why are we talking about Drop?
I mean,
Why
some
are we
people.
not talking about the Cookie that made the threat and trying to figure out who that is? If we already, everybody done said that that's not Drop. Why then is Drop even in the conversation with Cookie if the first Cookie doesn't matter?
You gotta this the one thing though, and it's just truthful. You know what I'm saying? The first one did the same way. Let's go back real quick. The same way Oppie sounded like Icon Peach for a long time. We thought it was Icon Peach because it sounded like him. That first Cookie, you know what I'm saying, did kind of sound like Drop playing with her voice, right? Now the one that's been making these threats don't sound nothing like her. It don't even sound like the first Cookie.
So
And
then,
that's
so
and I'm
wait,
gonna
hold
be
on,
honest.
Drop.
I'm
So
gonna be
then,
honest. This why I
hold
never.
on.
This why.
Then answer the question. Then why is Drop? Let's say Drop is that first Cookie, but we've already established she ain't the second one. Why is she being mentioned?
The other thing is you gotta understand that they have a history with each other, and I can't as much as I want Miss Nietzsche to be like, no, it ain't Drop because of their history and they beef back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, and the things that this person is saying, now the threats I don't believe, but the stuff that was said in the before it got serious, it seemed like it would be Drop antagonizing her, and I can understand why she feel that way, even though there's been footage to show that it hasn't been her or they've been in the box at the exact same time. Sometimes you can't change how a person feels.
So basically, what you're saying is, I get you can't change a person how you feel, right? However, I will say when facts are thrown out there, it kind of looks a little goofy how you feel when the factual information doesn't support how you feel. Because you can not like somebody all day long and think all routes point back to them, and it really doesn't. And now you're looking in the wrong direction. And
And the other
now
thing,
whoever the actual threat is sitting back, kicking up their feet. You feel me?
true, but that's the way that they play. That's the way that they planned it. And
Can
the
I
other
say
thing
something?
is, in the technology age, I'm gonna shut up right here. But
Yeah,
in the
after Queen,
technology age,
that's
a
for
whole lot
Black
of
Queen.
in the technology age, a whole lot of shit that we like, a lot of shit can happen. So that's another reason why like it's hard to accept them facts because we can see what AI can do.
So if we can talk about, first of all, I'm at work. Whenever I cam out, you can see I'm at work. I work for $1 billion a year company. I'm on the third floor with all the top guard dogs, CEO, HR, all of these people. And you thinking I'm walking around with a voice changer. Yeah, okay. But I want to make this point. This is very important, and hopefully the smart people I know who are in the room will get it. Why would I come up as Cookie to say some diabolical stuff, to drop down and come up as Drop Queen admitting to be Cookie? I could have just came up as Drop Queen, acted like Cookie, and said whatever I wanted to say. That doesn't even make any sense, to come up pretending to be Cookie, to drop down and come back up as Drop Queen being Cookie.
I say something real quick, Drop. Can I just say,
Hold on, real quick. I don't know. Drop. Was you finished with your statement?
Okay, no, I wasn't. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
And as far as, because I know Sinem wasn't saying that on Phenomenal Live post. He was very adamant that I was Cookie. But my issue is they forget why me and Nitra fall out. They forgot that I was supposed to be going to Nitra's birthday party because we make up. I don't fuck with Nitra. Nitra fucks with me. Excuse me, I'm going to just tone it down because I'm getting a little upset. I do not bother Nitra. This is what happens. Stuff like this is what happens that causes me and Nitra to fall out. Now, just 2 months ago, Nitra and I apologized, and I haven't mentioned Nitra since. If I did, and we're just having a conversation, I'll say me and Nitra apologized. This is not a dig at Nitra, but you know, when me and Nitra was getting into it, this and that had happened. Why would I drag Nitra for filth, put up pictures about her, make AI pictures of her just to hide behind a fake profile to address her? That doesn't even make any sense. What benefit do I get out of that? I want her to know I'm coming for her just as much as she came for me. But I got so tired of it, I didn't even address when when Nitra dragged my daughter and called my daughter all kind of 304s and all of that stuff. I was like, oh, I'm going live and I'm going to get her. I let it go because I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I didn't come here to have a drag session with anybody. I came here to get in the box. We have conversations like we having. It might get a little heated. We cuss each other out, tell each other bye, shoot the deuces, see you tomorrow, and we, hey, good morning, how we doing? I didn't come for the stuff that she does like she did for 10 hours, dragging people for 10 hours. But you say, I'm the problem? You say, I need the therapy? And you can drag somebody for 10 hours? You ain't never heard me drag nobody's child. Y'all playing in my face. Me and Nitra falls out because of Nitra. Every time we have apologized, Nitra starts it again. Every time. This last time, before this time, the last time we got into it is I was supposed to go to her birthday party. I'm so thankful I didn't buy my tickets or anything. Cookie came up. I played Cookie. Nitra got in the box and called me a bitch right then. She didn't ask no questions. She didn't try to talk it out. She didn't do anything. She immediately cursed me out. So stop going around this app and saying that me and Nitra have a problem the same way y'all always saying I hate Diamond. If y'all want to know how I feel, leave me. I will 100% tell you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I damn sure ain't going to lie.
All right, thank you, Joe. Go ahead, Keisha. I don't know why. Wait, I don't know. Why did you change your name to Keisha? Because I heard that's the name of somebody's dog.
No, he was talking about my mama. So that's what you get. I don't let nobody slide with that. But I came up here to say, Drop is not Cookie. Drop is not Cookie. They don't like Drop. That's why they keep saying it's Drop. No, it's not. I never rubbed shoulders with Drop, but to me, Drop comes from my real page and say what she says and get the fuck on. Y'all wanted to be Drop so bad, it's crazy. Miss Nitra not even sure if it's Drop. She keeps switching her story. But y'all believe what y'all want to believe. I read in between the lines. That is not Drop. I don't care. And like I told Manny, that's a hill I'm willing to die on. That is not Drop.
All right, y'all. Let's dive into something because I have a question for everybody, right? Because I think everybody can collectively say that the person that threatened Miss Nitra is not Drop. Like, it's just not Drop. It's not Drop. It's definitely not, right? So within that, though, that brings a question. Who in the fuck could it be? And do y'all feel the prompt on the screen in Messy Talk? Because let's go back to this question. If everything is fair game, is the threats part of the game too? Part of the game. A lot of people on Messy Talk have been part of this game. And if this person truly has something against Miss Nitra, they're doing it the coward way, clearly, right? So they're definitely doing it the coward way because they should do it with their whole chest. However, what if she did, that person, he or she, what if she did do something to that person? And so this is their response, right? Is it wrong? Because everything goes, right? So shouldn't it? However, what if she did, that person, he or she, what if she did do something to that person? And so this is their response, right? Is it wrong? Because everything goes, right? So shouldn't the threats go too? Go ahead, Keisha.
No, watch me.
Wait.
Everything don't go. Everything
Everything
don't
does
go.
go.
No, it don't.
What
Cause if
does it go?
everything go, if
There's so
everything,
many black women
Wait,
on this
hold
app.
on. Hold on real quick. I don't know. What doesn't go on Messy Talk? I'm confused, Slim,
listen
because
to what she was
everything
just
goes.
finna say. Listen to what she was just finna say. You threatened so many black women on this app. You don't talk about how they were fucking with me at one time or did something to me. You just like, shit, I did that, so I'm wrong. You like the whole,
You threatened to
like to
take
pick
blood
and
Hold
women.
choose.
on. I
You
don't
like,
know.
Oh, sorry.
you like to pick and choose. You like to pick
Wait.
and choose.
Wait. Hold on, Slim. Hold on. Everybody guilty of some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You already know that. Let's stick to the talking points, because often what happens is people get distracted by going into a beef with each other when really we should be trying to have a conversation right now. Okay, y'all?
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All
Now,
right.
I don't approve of none of the shit that Slim has done or said at all, because I think the shit is wrong. Y'all know, no. However, I do want to know the answer to this question, and I don't want to get derailed, because something he said was very important, and I need y'all to hear it. He said anything doesn't go on Messy Talk. Now, that's the opposite of everything that we've heard this whole entire motherfucking time, right?
And the
So
reason why
go
I'm
ahead,
saying,
Slim.
the reason why I'm saying everything don't go, because if everything did go, shit, I wasn't wrong that night then. Which I still feel like I still don't. I'm not proud of myself for that night. But if everything did go, you can't talk about the people that's dragging kids. You can't talk about the people that's making threats. You can't talk about nobody doing nothing on here if everything goes. It's all fair. But that's not how it goes. People pick and choose who they want to hold accountable, who they want to say is wrong. They pick and choose all of the extra shit, depending on who it is. So everything don't go.
But see, to me, when I think everything goes, right? To me, that means everybody is held accountable. So to me, it does go. But it just depends on who it goes for, right? You get what I'm saying? You and let's say you and Bray King. Let's say y'all did the exact same thing, which we know Bray King ain't did the same thing that you did. We know that. I'm using this as a theory. Bray King is more like, so it goes. So technically, everything goes. Those same exact people, the same people, not different people, that would be okay with Bray King because he's like, would then not be okay with you. To me, in my mind, that's telling me like everything really the fuck goes. You just don't like this person at this moment. But everything really do go because y'all are accepting everything until it's somebody that you don't like. That's where my mind is. Does that make sense?
That's the whole narrative. That's the whole narrative of Messy Talk.
Can I
Right.
ask a question?
Okay,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead, drop. We're gonna go drop
sorry.
Janelle and then back up to Alex and then back up to Keisha.
Okay, I had a question, and I'm not being facetious or anything. I really don't know. But did Slim threaten Nitra when he was threatening? Because I don't remember all the drama that we have on here. And I'm
Yes,
asking this
I
to
think
make a
so.
point. Okay, so Slim threatened Nitra, right?
No,
And
yeah.
Oh no,
Nitra,
this is actually a good point. Hold on. Go ahead, drop.
yeah. So Slim threatened Nitra. Was the FBI called on Slim? Was
I didn't
police
threaten
reports
Nitra though.
made on Slim?
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, Slim. Don't interrupt that. Real quick. Go ahead, finish your thought, drop, and then
Okay, well, just tell me the story of the threats. Just tell me the story of the threats, and maybe I can clarify my point because I don't know the story
Okay.
of the threats. So I'd like to
It
know
wasn't Nitra, but
how
it
they
was
went
several other
down.
people that threatened to call the FBI though.
No, hold on. Pause. Because there was a time where it was Barb, it was Nitra. Yes, he did say Nitra's name.
I didn't say Nitra's name because Nitra was the reason I was going off.
Am I tripping, y'all?
I didn't say her name. Trust me.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember. I thought it was everybody, but I don't know.
I thought it was everybody too. I thought it was everybody. That's right. I thought it was everybody.
Okay, y'all say it in the comments. So now I don't know. I thought Nitra's name was said, but I don't have.
Okay, so even if it wasn't Nitra's name, we can go to
It was a long
this.
time ago then. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it was a long time ago for me. Yeah, for me too. But he still went back on Diamond's panel. Even if it wasn't Nitra, he still went
Clock in.
back on Diamond's panel. So my problem is, Why is it so diabolical if Cookie, who we don't even know, who nobody really has a connection with because we don't know who she is, does it? But it's acceptable for somebody who we know and we've had relationships with to do it, and then we welcome that person back like nothing ever happened. But we're ready to run to the FBI and hang Cookie, who we don't know who it is. See, and I'm putting it like this because I'll be more mad at my friend who knows me, who offends me, than a stranger on TikTok. You know what I mean? If my friends say, we shared certain moments and my friends say, well, I'm going to unalive you, I'm not going to welcome that friend back in my space for certain. But somebody who's Cookie, because it's not about Cookie, it's about y'all tying me to Cookie and y'all wanting to hold me responsible for Cookie. It's not about Cookie at all. Let's just be fair. This is about aligning me with Cookie. It's about me and sacrificing me for whatever you feel that Slim keep trying to say she and I have a problem. We've always had a problem. I never had a problem. She admitted on Phenomenal Side we don't have a real problem. But yet every time after every apology, here we are with another problem. This is not about Cookie. This is about me. Let's just be real. That lady knows that I'm not Cookie, but she wants to align me with Cookie. Why? Because it makes good entertainment. Because I have people who love me and I have people who hate me. When you hear my voice, that's why she said my name 3 times asking where I was. What sense did that make for a woman that you have blocked Drop Queen 1 to Drop Queen 5? All of my pages are blocked. So why on earth would you then say, oh, I missed seeing Drop Queen? How are you going to see me if I'm blocked? I can't come in your space. And she admitted that she said that 3 times. So this has nothing to do with Cookie. Let's just be real.
All right, we're gonna let Slim respond and go to Shell, then go to Alex, and then go to Keisha. But before that, I do want to say there was a good point that Drop made in the very beginning of that about the threatening part and allowing people back in. But then on another hand, there's other situations where people kind of go to the law and then blame somebody that has been proven that it's not this person, right? However, Bella made a good point in the comments, because I do agree with what Bella was saying, because Slim was dragged, but that goes back to who is liked, right? Because Slim is not the only person that done threatened people. It's been a lot of men over there. Maybe I should do a live about that, and maybe I should drop some names. But it's a lot of there. Unfortunately, Slim, you might be on there too with them, but I'll put them all up there if y'all want. We could talk about misogyny or messy talk if y'all want to, because it definitely exists, and there's a lot of things. And I'm not saying, now hear me out, go off on men and treat them any kind of way and do any kind of shit to them and then not expect a response, because I think that that's an isolated situation. But when does things go too far? Because as men are sworn leaders and protectors, right? You can't lead us if we acting all crazy, and y'all supposed to be the leaders. You can't lead us by acting all crazy in response to us too, because sometimes the leader got to take a step back to really lead. However, that could be another conversation if y'all would like it to be, and I don't want to dive too deeply into all of that, but I'll let Slim go ahead and respond, and then I'll go ahead and allow then Shell, then Alex, and then go back up to Keisha. Go ahead, Slim.
All I'm gonna say is people did threaten to call the FBI on me and all of that. Just nothing happened. They didn't follow through with it. A lot of people were just like, the nigga ain't serious, yada yada yada, and it fell away. But at the exact same time, if anybody would have took me serious and they did go to the furthest extent of the law and they wanted to prosecute me, they would have been well within their rights. Now, the part that I do feel for you on that, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't believe you the one that's making them threats, you know what I'm saying? I do feel for you on that. But that lady, they told that lady they gonna put one to her dome, feel me? So she taking that shit a little bit different. They threatened to party, they threatened to put one in her head. She taking it serious. I mean, you know, and that's what you supposed to do, feel me? Yeah. So I just hate that. I ain't gonna lie to you, I hate the whole coincidence of how you been put up in it as Cookie. But I ain't gonna lie to you, you can't. They gonna have to find out that it's actually you. You know what I'm saying? So nothing can't happen to you unless it's actually you.
Whether right is right and wrong is wrong, we can't stand on that. Is wrong, we can't stand on that. Bella did a whole being group thinkers, right? You go with what the majority go with. The minority gets no voice. I already said it. No voice. I already said it in that they are the loudest ones in the room. They are the most influential on the app. So that's what we're following. I even went to Bella's court and I called the whole messy TikTok to court to say we are the ones paying for this. We are the ones that fueled this. We can't blame nobody but the supporters. And when you call out that comment, now you when you call out that comment, not things that you ingest and change. Your eye gate, your ear gate are the most important gates on your body. What you see, what you digest, what you are thinking. But we sit on this app Monday through Sunday again, and we ingest it. So that's all I was saying. That's all I've been saying. But so that's all I was saying. That's all I've been saying. But again, y'all never gonna listen to nobody else.
They
Can y'all
said it's
hear me now?
glitching. Yes,
I
honey,
don't
we
know.
can hear you, but they said it's glitching
Can y'all hear me
downstairs.
now? Can
Yes,
y'all hear
ma'am.
me?
Look, Verizon, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know what happened. My bad, y'all. Go ahead.
Thank y'all for the care so much for the gifts.
Keisha, under what?
And
Give me
drop
grounds
queen.
of why it would be me though.
What I think it's you. Drop queen. Stop explaining yourself to these slow people. I don't even
No,
know you. And I know you don't stay in Atlanta. I don't even know you. And I know damn well
thank
you
you.
don't stay nowhere near Atlanta. So stop explaining yourselves. If they won't call you Cookie, you Cookie
Talked
shit.
about the first gala.
Innocent until proven guilty. Period.
Respectfully, we not sending nothing about that creator over here, so they don't have a reason to say I'm bringing her up. Like, can we? I want to bring it back to what
I wasn't. I'm talking about something else.
I'm
I
not.
don't know.
No, I'm talking about what
Oh,
Drop was
okay.
saying. I know she don't mean no harm, but for
Nah,
reasons.
she was saying it
I
was
know
another
what she was
suicide
saying, but
about it.
something just happened yesterday with me, and I prefer not for people to think she
Hey,
being brought
Alex.
up is because of me. So let's just move past that creator.
Hey, Alex.
Um,
I want to
yes.
apologize to you too
What
for
y'all talking
spazzing on
about?
you
Hold
that
on, I
much.
missed it. What we talking
I
about?
understand what you were saying, so my apologies for spazzing on you. Like no
It's all
cap.
good.
Did
I
I
don't
miss
have
a
no hate.
spazzing? What
You
happened?
no, you are good, Keisha. I don't have no hate in my heart. I move past a lot of that stuff. You didn't miss nothing. I was just Drop was
I had to
just giving.
apologize. I had to apologize as a woman. My bad, and I apologize. That was it.
Okay.
I got
All
another
right.
fan in the
As long
comment.
as
This
there was an
story
apology, I
needs
don't know
six
what
seven
happened, y'all.
nine. He followed me. What I was gonna add in addition to what Shell was saying was honestly she took everything out of my mouth. The only thing that I would like to add that I think that I don't know if it was Drop or if it was Shell that highlighted the fact that when you do have a larger platform, no, it is not mandatory, but it would be nice to utilize it for good, right? Not saying that you always have to be the one that, necessarily speak up for everybody, but handle everything perfectly. But when you know that something is out of line and you do have the influence, I feel like there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, this didn't happen. This isn't okay. I understand this person's character, although we've had yada 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 go on. I guess just being honest. But then again, this goes back to what a lot of y'all are saying. There is no morality on this side of TikTok in most cases. So in a sense, it is kind of asinine for us to kind of want people to give what we give when that's not who they are. And it is kind of insulting maybe to them, right? For us to try to be forceful, for them to be morally sound when that's just not who they are. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, but at the exact same time, when you take up for people and you do have the influence, people say you inserting yourself if you're going against what the popular narrative is.
Give me an
Because the fact
example.
that they was manipulating Barb's, and I was trying to get Barb's to stop. Before I got disrespectful, I was getting told that I was in on it. I was getting told that I was in on it. I was trying to stop you from going at the wrong people. Because, you know what I'm saying, that somebody trying to use you to antagonize somebody. Every time I inserted myself in a lot of these issues, it was because I had the influence at that point in time. And what they kept saying, I inserted myself, and then people felt like it was okay to disrespect you because you insert yourself. And then when you fuck around and you say something that they don't like, all of a sudden now you the problem. Whole time y'all was wrong from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
So when you use your influence, know what I'm saying, you get told you inserting yourself if you going against the popular narrative.
Okay.
But Alex, I understand what Alex said because that's the point I brought up earlier. But respectfully, I'm sorry. I don't think that you're a large enough creator, Slim. I think these larger creators who have, you know, 500 to 1,000 people in their platform all the time, who allow people to get dogpiled on and disrespected and things to really go in the wrong direction and don't say, okay, well, you know, you was wrong for that. This person wasn't this, or that's not the truth, or, you know, try to settle and resolve the issue right there because they're sitting and watching and know and identify the truth instead of walking away from your screen and allow things to go too far with people that can really cause them some emotional harm. We've seen it. And that goes back to what you were saying, Slim, about consequences for your opinion is crazy because most of these infractions that we experience on this app is because people fall out because of a difference of opinion. We should be able to have a difference of opinion many times, just like now we all are not agreeing, but nobody is being blatantly disrespectful. So why would somebody? There's something different. There's different between an opinion and a lie. So I'm not talking about just the. I'm not talking about the lies that are blatant lies. I'm talking about like I'm Cookie. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about opinions. Like we're all giving our opinion about this. We all can see something differently, and it not goes to, oh, you stupid, you think you this, you think you that, or you know this, or Alex, you freedom fighter, or drop queen, you done everything but unalived. It doesn't have to go to that level of disrespect.
But the
Yeah.
thing, the part that I be seeing,
Hold on, real quick, Slim. Real quick to Drop's point. I do understand. I do understand what Slim is saying too. But I do think that we need to stop. I think we should stop separating people because I feel like everybody got influence, right? I do think that some people have more influence than others, right? But I do think that everybody that joins a box is a part of Messy Talk. Like Drop, I even think you got influence. Shell got influence. Alex has influence. I don't know. She's been coming around lately. She's been acting up. I see you out there, girl. And she might have some influence too. Now, whether that influence is in a positive way or a negative way, that's left to be determined by the people that they're influencing, right? But I do think that everybody got a certain influence. But I do agree that those larger content creators, because I do think at one point Slim was a larger content creator, and they did kind of throw that cancel culture on him too. However, it was his actions as well too, and all of that, even if it's a response. Y'all know how I feel about that. Even if it's a response, it can't be wrong. But I do think that everybody has an influence, but those other creators definitely have a larger influence than a lot of other people. Go ahead, Slim.
but
People don't hold
in,
on.
in, in the
Hold on,
point in
Keisha.
time where I was
I'm
talking,
gonna let Keisha go after Slim. Go ahead.
in the point in time when I was talking about using my influence though, I was actually relevant. You know what I'm saying? And I was this before I started tripping and crashing out. So the thing is, that it goes to the point that it's about who you like. Cause motherfuckers will ignore exactly the impact you have if they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? They'll
It's
ignore
true.
what you saying as facts. They'll ignore your impact. They'll ignore and minimize everything about you if they don't like you. Even to this
Can
day,
I say something? Oh, sorry.
even to this day, if you look, only person that had a larger account than mine on this side was motherfucking Braid King and Tea Time. But I moved a different way. I didn't care about our way being in the middle of the drama. I pulled up when people was going crazy and it was getting out of hand, and I come in and try and shut shit down and make sure that it was like, especially when it's getting harmful to somebody that don't have a big enough voice to be able to speak for themselves. But y'all only thing that y'all ever said was, "Oh shit, you inserting yourself." Because y'all like the drama and y'all like the narrative that y'all put on people until it's about y'all.
I just want to clear something up. I know who Slim was. I used to ride for Slim hard when I first came to Missy Top. He know I used to ride for him. When Slim used to be crashing out, people come message me like I'm the man wife. I mean, serious. People were getting my DM about Slim, so I wasn't trying to be.
Drop. I mean,
I wasn't trying to
you
be
get
disrespectful to
messages.
Slim.
Wow.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to Slim at all, because I rode for Slim hard. I really, really did. But in this instance, I'm talking about a experience like Slim had when Diamond read that cash out. Why can't the larger hosts be responsible, because they create the influence that affects the people on their panel in the eyes of the onlookers? That's what I'm talking about. And I'm a mute. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to cut y'all off. I was just trying to make the point that, hey, I wasn't discounting Slim at all. I knew who Slim was, but when I was in his life, he just didn't have thousands of people in there.
Okay,
But we had
that
a
makes
good time.
sense. I'm gonna go ahead, Keisha, and then I know just Shell and Alex may want to chime in too. Go ahead, Keisha. You were about to say something.
Listen, they don't like me. They say, "Oh, get new lungs." They don't like me because I don't group think with them. I call out bullshit. I can smell bullshit from a mile away. I'm not finna kiss y'all asses. That's what these creators are for. All they say is we don't like IDK, da 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 da. I don't give a fuck. It's the internet. This is the internet in real life.
Thank you, Keisha. Go ahead, Shell or Alex. You want to go before? I know Slim probably wants to respond to. Shell or Alex, did you guys have something to say before Slim goes?
He can go. I'm working on this case. He can go.
Okay, go ahead, Slim.
I ain't really had shit, but I will just did one comment. If I'm trying to say, right, we not discounting you, Slim. Okay. I thought you were saying we wasn't talking about you. I was gonna say, because I wasn't trying to use me as an example or centering myself in the conversation. I was just saying that shit don't work. The larger influence, most of these people who have made this shit their livelihood, some of them really don't know how to turn down a dollar. Feel me? We done seen it, and that's why morality be for sale. And the reason why that's why you can literally, some people will literally like let a lot of shit go. They'll let the false narratives run. They'll actually they'll ride with the shit and they won't go against the grain because they don't want to fuck up their bag. And that's the reason why some people get done bad until time passes and then they get vindicated.
Now, can we stop? What did you just say? You said, oh, something that you just said, and I wanted to say something, but I forget. Centering yourself. I think every time I hear that on Messy Talk, I think sometimes, like, I don't think Messy Talk truly wants conversations. I think sometimes conversations happen, but I don't think that's not the vibe I get over there. But I don't understand this. I get what people say, center themselves, and it's just a topic. But sometimes people do use themselves as examples of whatever in situations and in topics. And I feel like to a certain degree that is okay. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel also I feel like everybody inserts themselves into everything. So I don't feel like anybody should be at fault for inserting themselves. But that goes back to that Messy Talk, them rules, them all that shit, all that dumbass shit that goes on over there. Because to me, that shit is elementary. It's almost like an elementary or a high school type shit, and I ain't with it. Hold on, Keisha. I'm gonna take you down, boo. I think Lily, my mom, want to come up. Thank you, Keisha. If she not staying, request up because I don't think I got no more boxes. I don't know. I can't. This
You
I
way
just
I
got
want
one
to
can.
say
more
something real
pop.
quick to your point whenever you finish.
Okay,
I'll go
but
back
yeah,
down so she can finish up.
okay, but yeah. I don't know. I was done with my point. Go ahead,
I,
bully.
What I was gonna say, when you're talking about centering and people like utilizing themselves as an example, the majority of your time people utilize themselves as an example because if you utilize somebody else as an example, they get upset. They feel like it's an attack. They feel their guard goes up and they want to attack back instead of listening to internalize versus listening to respond. They be listening for their name to respond because they so used to their defenses being up and people coming at them on the messy side of TikTok that even when they hear their name, it could be something good.
She got muted. Did I do that? What happened?
Yeah, so I'm happy because the boxes just flew.
No, the ancestor did it until she put a name on it. That's who.
No, she's on
Phone
she's
call.
on teacup. Yeah, she's on teacup with me.
Nah,
Did
But I
but
I
wanted to
chill,
add more
son.
explain.
Can I,
boxes or did I? Okay,
can
I
I
did
say
add
something
more.
after?
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
Shell. Yep, you can go after Bully Shell.
Oh,
Shit,
my bad. That's all I was saying. I was just saying
Okay.
like people utilize, I don't think it's centering. I think people utilize themselves as an example because it's safe.
can I say
Because
something
if I
before the
utilize
play get
somebody
lost?
else as an example, huh?
I was asking Sia, can I say something before the play get lost?
No.
Go ahead. I'm about to get down.
I just want to say this. If you ever read any books about healthy
Respectfully,
communication,
I had said no.
oh, I ain't hear you. I thought you said okay. Go ahead. My bad.
Okay. What I Bullet, not to your point, but to drop and what we was talking about as far as the larger content creators and them trying to use their platform for good is again, when I even brought this to Bella accountability report, at the end of the day, a lot of people on this app come on this app, and I guess that's what Job say, the code switch, and to be somebody that they different, they don't hold themselves accountable, right? Because I've seen the big content creators actually try to get away from messy TikTok, do their own thing, and the support's not there. The love and the appreciation is not there. They name get dragged back into something, they get dragged back to messy TikTok, and now we back over there. Now we back supporting. So we can't even, you know what I'm saying, say that it's really the big content creators either. We got to say, we got to play our own part because some people only mess with where the mess at. And some people go in people live. I've heard them ask BK all the time. BK, when you gonna shake the streets up? When you gonna, what I'm saying, turn up? Like some people just like to come here and throw up confusion, and that's who they are as a person. And they use the big content creators to do it. Some people will try to be peaceful, have chill vibes, don't want to be in that, and the support will leave.
Oh, she hit something on. Okay, we're gonna go to Slim and then we're gonna go to Drop, but she really hit something because the support will leave. And then so that poses a question, is it really support? Go ahead, Slim.
Oh, that was I wanted to go back to the point of centering. Like motherfuckers don't understand that the healthy way to communicate is to use I examples instead of you examples. But people who are toxic only understand you examples and they used to you examples instead of I examples. So they highlight you centering yourself when motherfuckers really just be communicating effectively and y'all just ain't used to
Bingo. Okay, go
Thanks,
ahead, Drop.
thanks, because I'm agreeing with Slim because your opinion is created by your perception. So the greatest example that you have is a personal experience. So using that in a conversation is like Slim said. Is like Slim said about yourself, not using yourself as an example in the conversation, but making the conversation about you. I'm centering myself. I'm not centering myself. I'm actually part of the conversation because of the topic. It directly affects me. So I'm not I'm centering myself. I'm not centering myself. I'm actually part of the conversation because of the topic. It directly affects me. So I'm not centering myself.